Well, good day and welcome to, I would normally say sunny Vegas, but today we've got a little bit of snow, which is kind of unusual for us. Today on Drive Time, we're going to talk about how entrepreneurs get started in their own business, but also how do you succeed at it? Like if you're going to start a business, how do you make sure it's successful? What are some of the things you've got to do? And you know, I'm going to break it down into the rules of what makes a successful business, but also want to look at 4 things about how to start that business. And if you're new to Drive Time, make sure that you type in where you're at so we know where the drive is taking us today, other than obviously here in Las Vegas. So when you think about starting your own business, you've heard all these sayings of, you know, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life and all that. I disagree with that. If you do what you love, you'll work harder than anybody else out there, type of thing. And most people go into business doing something they love, and they forget that you've got to be good at business and not just good at the job of the business. So, you know, if you're an artist and you're a great artist, you've still got to be great at business. You've still got to be great at sales, marketing, hiring people, management, leasing, purchasing, you name it. You got to be good at all those things as well. So it's not just going into that. You know, the old 4 questions of, you know, what do you love doing? What are you great at? What does the world really need right now? And what are people willing to pay a lot of money for? Those 4 things are very high on the list of making that decision, you know. But it's not just about what you love. It's got to be about what does the market love. I did an interview in a magazine in the UK recently, and one of the quotes they pulled out is that I was lucky enough to go into business not just doing something I love, but something that my customers loved. And I think that's an important aspect of it for most people when they're starting their own business, is to remind yourself that it's not the product that you love, it's the product that the customers love, that the market loves, that there is a high demand for, is the thing. So let's take a look at then not just how you start your own business, because starting your own business is really about going and getting your first customer. That's really what starting a business is. Get that first customer. How you deliver, all the other things you will work out as you go. Okay, the most important thing is getting that first customer and then replicating that process of getting multiple customers, because business is really about getting customers, keeping customers. They're the 2 main focuses of any business. Get them and keep them. G'day, Alan. How you doing? Julie, good to see you on here. And if you could type in where you're at so we know where we're going on the drive, that would be fantastic. Knowing those things about entrepreneurialism, getting and keeping customers being the most important things, is it's not, you know, yes, you want to be great at whatever it is you do. If you're a bakery, you want to create great bread, because keeping customers, that's a part of it. Get them and keep them. So when I look at making sure a business is successful, there's 4 things that I want to point out. If you read Billionaire in Training, I go into my 8 rules about buying businesses. You know, what are my rules to buy a business? But the 4 things I want to touch on today, that if you want to give your business the greatest chance at being successful, these are the 4 things that I've found of massive importance. Number 1, and it is the most vital of anything, make sure it is a repeat purchase business. Don't just do a business where you start the business and you get a customer, they go away. No, it's got to be a repeat business, preferably a subscription style business, preferably where they sign up and every month they buy again and again and again, or every week they buy again and again and again. It's got to be a repeat business if you want to give yourself the most chance of success. Too many businesses fail because they got to just keep getting new customers. And if you read my book, Buying Customers, you'll realize that the process of buying customers is expensive. You've got to get them and keep them if you want to be successful. The second thing, if you want to be in a business that makes it easy to succeed, is make sure it's a relatively low-skill business. Okay, if you want to give your business the highest chance of success, don't be in a business where every employee's got to be massively highly skilled. Make sure that it is a replicatable, easily leveraged, scalable product or service where it can do that. Third thing, if you want to give your business the biggest chance of success, is make sure that what you're selling has a good profit margin. Do not go into business to be the cheapest, to be the lowest price. Always, if I have a choice, I want to go into business and be the highest priced person, not the lowest priced person. I do not want to be competing on price. I do not want to be in a discounting war. I want to be in a business where I can be unique or differentiated so that I have a good margin in what I do. Very important, good margin in what you do. Make certain that your business can actually run at a profit. It doesn't have to be doing massive numbers to run at a profit. You can run at a profit even with a lower revenue base to make sure your business succeeds. And number 4 thing, if you want to make sure you give your business the greatest chance of success, you want your entrepreneurial flair to be something that sell something that people are already buying, already want to buy, already know they need to buy, already have a budget for it, and all you've got to do is convince them to buy it from you rather than somewhere else. If your goal is to make sure that you sell things that other people buy. It's like people say, why are you in the commercial cleaning business? Well, I'm in the commercial cleaning business because people know they have to get their business clean. Their office has to be clean. Their shop, their gym, their school, their hospital. It has to get cleaned. So they know they got to do it. They've got to spend the money on it. They've already got a budget allocated to it. In fact, it's in their planning. They budget, must buy this. All I have to do is convince them to buy it from me. Okay, those are the key factors to making sure that you give your business the biggest chance of success. Now, whether you're in a startup phase or whether you're an existing business, you need those 4 things. If you go into Billionaire in Training, that book teaches you the other 4 things when you're buying a business to make sure you have in place. But listen, business is, it's work. It's hard work. But it doesn't need to be complicated. It can be simplified. And that's really all I try and do every week with Drive Time, with all of my 30X training programs, all the books, all of the stuff. Every action coach in the world is designed to help simplify what it is you do to be successful in business. So keep growing, keep learning. The more you learn, the more you earn. It's no more complex than that. You got to grow into your goals, so keep coming back to Drive Time. All right, what is your number 1 lesson out of today's drive? Type it in for me right now. What is your number 1 lesson out of today's drive? Let us know what your lesson is, and let's keep learning and growing together. Take care. Bye for now.